Hi guys, the Metal Maniac back again, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review on the album Bloodshed Across the European Altar Beyond the Celestial Zenith by Inquisition. This is an American black metal band. Haven't really listened to much of their stuff besides this so far. But yeah, so I believe this is another two-man band, kind of like Immortal. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's another two-man band. Dagon, on vocals and guitar, and Incubus on drums and on drums. Yeah, so it is another two-person band. Sorry about that. Alright. Hold on. Okay, I have that in there correctly. Alright, so the album starts off with... It's weird. It's not even an instrumental. It's sort of a weird sort of ambiance piece before the main album starts. Honestly, it's bizarre, it's unnecessary, and it's just sort of a weird way to open the album. But yeah, the first track is a weird ambiance piece that's not needed. The second track is where the album technically really starts off. The song is called From Chaos They Come. Very good song. Yeah, it has a very good atmosphere, pretty much like the rest of the album. Overall, great song. The third song is called Wings of Anu, another great one. The next song is called Vortex from the Celestial Flying Throne of Storms. Again, another great one. The next song is called A Black Eon Shall Cleanse, another great one. The next song is called The Flames of Initiate Blackness Before Creation. Sorry, some of these words are kind of hard to make out just because of the font that they use. But yeah, another great song. The next song is called Mystical Blood. Very good also. The next song is called Through the Divine Spirit of Satan, Glorious Universe is Known. Another great one. The next song is the title track, Bloodshed Across the European Altar Beyond the Celestial Zenith. Great. The next one is called Power from the Center of the Cosmic Black Spiral. Another great one. The next song is called A Magnificent Crypt of Stars. Again, fantastic song. And this is where the album sort of falls apart. The next track is not a song. It's like with the first track. It's a very unnecessary and bizarre and weird ambiance piece. It starts off with some weird goat noises, and it just goes on for too long, and it's just bizarre. Like, I don't know. Were these guys high when they made that ambiance piece, or pretty much every single one of the ambiance pieces? There's 3 on here. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's unnecessary. It's unneeded, and it's just very weird. And then the last track is another ambiance piece. This one is even weirder. Like, huge chunks of this thing, this last track, this ambiance piece, huge chunks of it is just almost silent, almost complete silence. And then you'll have some noises here and there. And then the album sort of ends with that. So, my overall thoughts. First off, 3 unnecessary ambiance pieces that make no sense and have no reason to be there. But the rest of the songs are very, very good. If I had any complaints besides the weird ambiance pieces, uh, I would say the vocals. Now, the vocals themselves aren't bad, but I don't know if it's due to just a really bad mixing on here. The vocals are almost impossible to hear. Like the just the overall booming sound of the instruments being played sort of drowns out the vocals, and a lot of times the vocals are just almost impossible to hear. Um, but from the little bits here and there that you can hear, they actually sound really good. It's just unfortunate that they're hard to hear over the just how they're drowned out because of the instruments. But the instrument wise, this album's great. I love the instrumentation and I love the atmosphere it gives off. Um, Also, something that I found kind of awesome is the, I guess, great but kind of also unnecessarily long album title, as well as the great but kind of awesome, unnecessarily long song titles. I don't know. It's kind of cool, actually. Kind of unique. I haven't come across any bands that have that. To me, it's kind of funny. It's like, what happened? Like, did they like watch Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah, giant monsters all out attack one too many times, and one day we're like, hey, you know what would be really cool? Unnecessary, awesome, but also unnecessarily long song titles. Again, they're unnecessarily long, but at the same time, they're kind of cool. Um, yeah. So overall, for the most part, a really good album. I'm gonna give this a 7.9 out of 10, almost a 9 out of 10. Again, fantastic instrumentation. The atmosphere is amazing. Just two problems with it. The vocals are very hard to hear. The vocals that are very hard to hear because of the overwhelming sound of the instruments being played. Again, I think it might be something wrong with the mix. And the fact that there's three unnecessary ambiance pieces that just those ambiance pieces, not only are they weird and unnecessary, they make the album a little longer than it should. I think if they took those ambiance pieces off, it would shorten the album up. Oh yeah, this album is actually kind of long, but then again, a lot of it has to do with the three really weird instrumentation, not instrumentation, sort of ambiance pieces that they have on here. They make not again very unnecessary, and they make the album kind of a little bit too long. But then again, for the most part, it's good, despite its faults. I can look over the faults because the rest of the album's amazing. Um, but yeah, it's an a 7.9 out of 10. Also something to mention. I don't know. I'm really sorry for waiting this long for this review. I know that's kind of odd. You know, why did you say that? Well, because I've had this album for a year and a half at this point, and it was this review was meant to be when I somewhat a little bit after I first got this album. I actually got this album along with the Northern Chaos Gods by Immortal and Death Revenge by Exhumed. I got this when I got those last year, early last year. Um, yeah, I was gonna do a review of this way back then, but I kind of forgot about this album. Really, it's been on my shelf since then, and I just uh, um, kind of remembered about it when I was digging through my shelf for something to listen to. Um, but yeah, so that's about it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.